Hello, welcome to the first edition of Signature Acting Club. Today I'm going to talk about a little bit about comedy. Well, comedy is one of the most difficult genres for an actor to tackle. Why? Because there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is you don't actually need to be funny, or you don't need actually to have talent in order to act in a comedy. The bad news is there are colleagues, and there will be colleagues who are really funny right from the very beginning, and you keep thinking, how are they going to do that? Why does this joke sound not so good when he says it or she says it? It's really funny. Well, it is something we all have to deal with sometimes, and I don't consider myself as being funny at all. I can develop certain rules or certain sets of rules I use in comedy, especially on stage, where I can, in the evening performances, I can vary them from one corner to the next and can find out. So after the 10th performance or something, in the beginning, sometimes it's not really funny, and you're quite surprised that the audience is not laughing at this joke because you had rehearsed and everybody was laughing when you're doing it, and then on the night of performance, nobody is laughing anymore. And that happens quite frequently. As a beginner, it is always discomforting, makes you insecure. Sometimes you might think you're not funny anymore, or you're not funny and now you're stuck in this comedy. So what is comedy? What is funny? At the heart of any comedy, of any good comedy, even nowadays, lies the work of a clown. A clown does nothing else than trying to make an audience laugh. So the next time you see a circus, have a look at them. Clowns have a very distinctive artistry and are very structured and have a very structured approach, and that lays the foundation for their craft. And some of our finest actors, even nowadays, they use exactly the same structures for comedy and for sitcoms, for instance. And that I will going to show you in a minute. If you learn to be a clown, you will be very well equipped to perform in comedies. Most actors, especially beginners, would say, well, I don't want to be a clown, I don't want to work in the circus. Fair enough. But you can follow these rules. You can follow them, and you can use them in your on stage in a play, or you can use them in your sitcom you're going to be. So what are these rules of clowns? The basic rules of clownery is surprise and misdirection. So a clown thrives on unexpected twists and turns. They utilize the misdirection and surprise to catch the audience off guard and leading to funny surprises. And this element of surprise serves as a catalyst for laughter, as audience revel in the unexpected. The long-running sitcom Frasier. It's Kelsey Grammer who would switch from being a comedian. In 1 second, he switches to a dramatic actor. Good comedy is really, really difficult because you need 3 things in order to work for a comedy well. That is, you need good writers, you need a good script, you need a good director, and you need good colleagues. They are able to deliver lines, that they have a timing. And that is very important. If one of those 3 things is not there, if you have bad writers, this thing is going to die. If you have a bad director, this thing is going to die. If you have bad colleagues, that thing is going to die. In drama, it's different. You can get away with a good script and bad director and bad colleagues. That is possible. But with comedy, it has to be well written to begin with. If it's not well written, you shouldn't do it. And I will show you now a remarkable work of an actor utilizing the traditional techniques of a clown. And in this particular scene, it is interesting that no words are spoken, as the character, the clown, embarks on the scene on a chaotic journey, leaving a trail of missteps in his wake. This colleague is ruining in 3 to 4 minutes, nearly uncut, through one catastrophic event after another, following that rule like as a clown, to destroy the whole apartment and gets himself nearly killed. This is one of the greatest scenes in regards of comedy. Let's look at this. So let me give you a short introduction to this scene. Niles is using Fraser's apartment for a dinner party he's hosting that very night. Look at this, how one situation leads to the next, and then to the next, to the next, to the next, and then comes to the full catastrophe. And how masterfully he manages this. Well, looking at it is ridiculous because there's enough light to read it, but in order to get the flame close to the alcohol, he needs to look at it closely. Perfect. Wakes up, sees what he done, remembers the finger. He has a little cut there with blood on it. He can't see any blood. He goes back to the kitchen, takes care of it. He wants to take care of it. Now he smells something. What is that? Is it the sauce? No, it's not the sauce. What is it? That one? No. The oven? No. It's the dog. It's his pants. Leads to one another. One scene, one situation to the next. One situation resolves out of the next. He throws it accidentally too. It's brilliantly done. Very well done. He's shocked for that minute. Can't believe it. Then he snaps into action. It's a typical clown's act. Typical clown's act. When he reaches the fire, the extinguisher doesn't work anymore, so he runs back into the kitchen, remembers the fire, throws the food on it. Gets rid of the smoke. Of course, there would be a smoke detector, but in this situation, nobody thinks of it. And he faints. Now there's smoke detector. Brilliantly done. Perfect. It's a perfect scene. There you go.